What's going on, YouTube? Team G Sale back with another weekend pickup video. Kind of a small pickup video this week. Didn't really get a lot of time, sorry, to go out, but did make some good trades this week, and we'll definitely highlight those today. So again, thanks for stopping by, and as usual, we will start with non-video game pickups. And we'll begin with board games. I got 3 this week, and they were all thrift store pickups. The first one was $2.99. It's here in a bag at Value Village, $2.99. And it is called Halli Galli. It's digging because it has a bell inside. Not sure much about this game. It's called the Fruity Party game, but it's a real grand game. They make a lot of really good games, especially newer ones. So I figured for $3 it was worth the pickup, and something to add to the collection. Oh, and I am wearing a new shirt today. Huge Seinfeld fan. Got the Kramer Wanted shirt on. My wife actually got this for me, so I don't usually wear bright colors, so this is kind of new for me. But yeah, either way, change it up a bit from the usual Team G Sale shirt. Second board game, also at the thrift store. There's the price there. It was $4.99 at Value Village, and it is the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets game. Now, I have a couple Harry Potter games, I think 3 of them. This one I don't have. I've seen it before, but it's usually missing it's got these really cool Quidditch Harry Potter pieces, and it's usually missing them. So this one actually is mint. Like, I don't think this game was ever actually played. So really cool to add this one to the collection. I'm not a massive Harry Potter fan, a little bit too young, or sorry, I'm a bit too old for Harry Potter, in my opinion. It kind of came out when I was a bit older already, but still, I have watched them all and read some of the books, and I do enjoy them. The last board game I already own, but the copy I owned was incomplete, so this allowed me to complete my copy, and then I'll maybe just hold on to this for parts, because the game is very interactive and the parts do break because they're cheap plastic parts. And this one is a big one. It is Donut Disaster by Parker Brothers, and there is a price tag, kind of hard to see. I'll try to get it in frame if I can. It was $3.99 at Value or at Salvation Army. Kind of funny because it looks like someone was trying to sell it for $1 up here at a garage sale, but I asked Ash's Joe, can I get it for $1? And they're like, no. The copy that I got here, it is complete, and so I took the 3 or 4 parts I needed, and the box is actually in better shape than the one I had, so I just kind of kept this as my original one. It's a really quirky game. You basically stack colored donuts onto this weird contraption of a machine. Most of the parts don't actually do anything. They just make noise and move around, and eventually the thing will pop, and if it's your turn when it pops, you got to catch the donuts, and the ones you catch, you put back on. The ones you don't catch, you keep, and you keep going until everyone gets rid of their donuts. AVGN did a really good Board Games review on this one. It's really funny. But again, Donut Disaster.
Lifting and shifting the donuts we bake. This crazy contraption is starting to shake. Hurry up! We've got to go faster. It looks like we're having a donut disaster.
It's Donut Disaster, the wacky game where you roll the dice and get rid of all your donuts to win. But watch out, if it explodes, whoa, you'll have to start again. And you never know. Will it blow?
We can't go any faster. Donut disaster.
The last non-video game pickup was $5.99 at Value Village. A little more than I like to spend on DVDs, but this was the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers.
So kind of cool. I saw it standing out there, and I thought, well, you know what? It's got all the discs in it. $6, I guess I'll put it in the collection. So there you go. Now that's it for non-video game pickups this week, and as usual, we'll go on to video game pickups. Value Village find, $2.99. I found a set of Wii AV cables. These come in handy. I often find loose Wii consoles at garage sales and thrift stores for $5-6, and you know, if you can get these for a couple bucks, put together a Wii for $10 and sell it for $30, you're good to go. So, got some Wii AV cables. Next up, I'm actually go to these because they're not technically, I guess, video games. I'm not sure. This one was $2.99 at Value Village, and it is a handheld game, Maniac. It's actually an older one by Ideal. I actually have this already, and I have it completed the box, and my box is actually probably the same condition as this. But for $3, I can take this to a market, maybe sell it for $10 or $12. kind of a vintage game and yeah, one of the early handheld games. Speaking of those, I got another one. And the price tag's right on the front. See if I can get it in frame there. It's $2. Whoa, where are you here? There it is. $2 at the Goodwill store. And it is Simon. Complete in the box, in really good shape. I already own Simon again, but this is another one that I'll probably take to a market or a show and sell for 10 or 12 bucks. A lot of people have good memories. I sold actually a handheld Simon, a little mini one for $5 in my last market. So now we can sell the big one if I can.
Simon. Once again, we two compete. You're the one I have to beat. One of us must face defeat. Victory would be so sweet. Simon, you're the challenge of a lifetime.
All right, the rest of these are video games, actual video games. I guess the first one was a Value Village pickup. Prices on the side, $5.99 at Value Village, and it is Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the Wii. Now, I already own this particular version, but it is complete in case. And surprisingly, when I opened it up, it actually had this Wii Party manual in it, and I actually need the manual to complete my Party of Wii copy, so kind of a bonus to get it. This game I'll probably end up selling. I think it goes for about $15 or $20, so for me this was just going to get the manual for Wii Party and then sell this one at a show, convention, or just trade it. Okay. Value Village again. A lot of Value Village this week. $5.99. And this is a Super Nintendo game, Kablooey. I don't own this, so I grabbed it. I actually had a $2 off coupon for this particular one, so it was $4. So yeah, just another game to add to the Super Nintendo collection. I'll post some gameplay of maybe a few of the games today up in the corner here. So there you go for Kablooey, Super Nintendo. These next three, I went to a pawn shop here in town, City Pawn. City Pawn has a massive inventory. Like, they have tons of games at City Pawn. The unfortunate part is they individually price everything, even their disc-based games. A lot of pawn shops won't, they'll just throw all their disc-based games in a $5 shelf. They actually individually price them, so it's kind of hard to get really good deals at City Pawn. But there is one guy who works there who I know well, and we have a good relationship. He gave me 3 for $10. He had these were all priced between $5 and $7, but he gave me them for 3 for $10. Nothing crazy here, just ones I needed. The first one is Seablade for the original Xbox. The sticker there's $5. It's complete in the case. So I will be adding Seablade to the collection. Not really sure. I mean, that basically from the gameplay, it looks kind of like maybe a shooter type of game. Again, I'll post some game footage up here in the corner for you to take a look. But again, adding to the original Xbox collection, Seablade. Next up was a Wii game they had priced at $5. I hope I say this right. Kuropato, Cool Stars, for the DS. It just looked cool. UFO makes weird games too, especially for the Wii, so I figured I'd grab it. It is complete in the case, which is good. Kind of looks sort of like maybe a puzzle game. Once again, I will try to get some game footage here in the corner. Maybe it looks interesting. I don't know. I'll just add it to my DS collection. I actually just this week built a DS shelf for all my DS games because they were getting a little bit crowded on the one shelf I had. I'll post a picture of the shelf over here. Tell me what you think in the comments section. I don't know what color to paint it, so if you guys have any suggestions, it's going to be exclusively for DS. So if you have any suggestions of colors to paint this shelf, let me know, because I'm torn what colors would look good for DS. But the last game, what they had it priced at $7, was Castle of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse for the Game Gear. I don't own this one, and again, just put it into the 3 for $10 deal, so I'll add that to my Game Gear collection. Okay, the last two games. Last week, if you watched my video that I posted, I picked up a Zelda Link's Awakening DX and a Zelda Oracle of Ages for the Game Boy Color and Game Boy, respectively. Got them for $5 each at a pawn shop on Main Street here. Well, I put them up in the group for trade, and one of the members of the group messaged me and said he's very interested, and he had these two games that I needed. I don't have a big N64 collection. It wasn't a system that I was particularly fond of. I was a huge RPG fan. Love the Super Nintendo, had some of the best RPGs. Instead of going the PlayStation 1 route, I went the N64 route and was madly disappointed because there was almost no RPGs on the system. So I only ended up ever playing about 10 games for the system before I eventually switched to the PS1. So as an adult, collecting for the N64 was not on my radar because I don't have a lot of familiarity with it. So it's only in the last couple of years that I've started to build up a collection. So it's not surprising that these two games never made it into my collection until now. He was from out of town, but he had some references from the group. We ended up making a trade. It worked out well. He shipped them to me. So the first one is Mario Party 2 for the N64. And we traded that for essentially for Link's Awakening. So essentially that game was $5. I think that's a pretty good deal. And the next one with some slight label damage was Mario Party 3 for the N64, which we traded for Oracle of Ages. Again, $5 was a great deal for those games. Otherwise, guys, there is really nothing else to talk about today. This was pretty much it for the week. I got a few new subscribers in the last video. Hopefully, if we can get about 25 more, I'm going to actually start posting this week pictures of the games I'm going to possibly give away. I think I might give a choice. Like, I'll post a couple for each system, and you can kind of pick which ones you want. Because, you know, if I just say, well, here's a PS2 game, a lot of people may not want to collect for the PS2. So that being said, I might, you know, post like an NES game, a Super NES game, an N64 game, just a bunch of them, and you could be like, if you win the draw, you pick what you want. But in order to do that, you have to subscribe. So click the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Once I hit that 100 mark, I'm going to do the first free giveaway. If you're in Canada, I will ship to you. If you're local, I'll drop it off to you. If you're in the US, I will ship to you. And just really looking to get some more subscribers. So this is, it's really awesome that I've gotten this far, and I'd like to keep the channel growing. Once again, if you are on Instagram, follow me at Team G Sale. I'll post the link below. I always follow back if you follow me, and I will subscribe back to your channel if you also have a YouTube channel, if it's gaming or non-gaming, whatever it happens to be. Today is Sunday, and it is depressing because I got to go back to work tomorrow, and it's going to be a long week this week. But either way, I'm excited to hopefully try to hit up some thrift stores. I was supposed to pick up an uncommon game. It was Kirby's Return to Dreamland 2, I believe it was, for the Game Boy for $5. It was a Kijiji deal. And I think in my last video I said it probably won't happen. It didn't. Sure enough, the day that I was supposed to pick it up, she messaged me saying, sorry, someone bought all of them. Happens way more than you think. But either way, once again, guys, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.